Hello, hello, hello. Welcome, welcome, welcome.
Hi,
Today,
everyone.
dun, 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 Sarah and Jana are going to be talking about awareness. That is a big,
Number one step
big.
in any success in manifesting anything or getting anything done in life. Number one step. You cannot miss that. If you perfect this one, the world's your oyster, basically.
So let's just introduce ourselves before we carry on. I am Sarah RHODEN. I am a health coach, functional medicine practitioner, and personal trainer. And Jana is dun, dun, dun.
I'm an international award-winning success coach. I also teach manifesting because manifesting is the part of the success system I teach. So we're going to have a great time talking about number one step in everything wonderful. If you crack this one, amazing. I'm going to be so proud of you. And you're going to get so much done, and you're going to open up a way to all your dreams. So listen very carefully. We shall say this only once.
This
I
sounds
have
like
to say
magic.
that.
I feel like that we're unleashing the magic
Oh,
for
absolutely.
everybody, right?
Absolutely. Oh my God. Magic wand.
Uh, it,
Done.
and actually, right, even if you chose to have something that you actually truly believed was your magic wand, when we're talking about mindset and awareness,
Yeah.
maybe that could
Use
actually
it.
be something that you use, right?
So
So,
people, magic wand, use it all the time.
yep,
Done.
yep,
I want a car. Done. I want new house. Done. I
right,
want new body. Done. I want perfect health. Done. When you do this, it's done.
yeah,
You've
yeah,
done
yeah.
it. You
So
don't need to do
sometimes,
anything else.
sometimes we actually need a physical tool to help us. Even that's by, like we spoke in our last video about using post-it notes and things like that. But whatever it is that you can use that works for you, it works.
Any tool which is
Any tool.
good for you, you like, use it.
We are
It's like
all, we're
it's
all
like
individuals, right? We're
I
all
have this
individuals.
ring.
So
Yeah.
I think that it's important for us to remember that what works for one person doesn't necessarily work for everybody else. So it's important for us to remember that we are unique and we are wonderfully unique, just so that you got that in your mind. Okay.
Wonderful. So I'll give an example before we get onto the awareness. I bought a ring the same day someone I adored, world famous, it was last year, world famous actor died, or 1/2 year now, who meant the most courageous person I've ever seen. And that was one of the very few things ever which upset me. And I bought that ring to remind myself, because he always used to wear rings on his pinkies, to remind myself to have the courage and be absolutely as fearless as he was. So this is a reminder, this is a constant reminder to my subconscious mind that this is who I am, absolutely fearless, and there's no fear in one cell of my body, and I have courage to say and do whatever I need to do. This is a reminder. So whatever tool you want to use to remind you of something subconsciously, do it. Please do it. Yeah. So now let's get back to the number
Awareness.
one step in any success, and that's awareness. So let's say that you want a fantastic relationship and you want to manifest the perfect guy, the perfect man.
Or woman.
And you're always getting the same boyfriend over and over and over and over again, and you don't know why.
Right.
Let me tell you. Because you're manifesting the same person who you believe that all men are subconsciously. So you want Prince Charming, but subconsciously, by experience and beliefs, you you think that men cheat, they're horrible. Some of them drink. Some of them can be aggressive. They always leave you for someone else, possibly someone younger. They don't treat you properly. They don't do all the romantic things you expect in a relationship. Blah 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 blah. And you always get these guys. And then you think Hollywood movies, that never happens. It does happen to a lot of people, but to people who believe that men are awesome, they're great, They're always wonderful to me. They always bring flowers to me. They always take care of stuff for me. They always have their best interest at heart for me, etc., etc. So what you need to do is start being aware of your thoughts and feelings. So what you think and how you feel is really important step in recognizing what's going on and what's going possibly wrong. So you're driving and it's like, and you hear a story in a radio that some man did this to a woman. It's like, yeah, that figures, man. And that's exactly the point when you say, oh, no, 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 I can't say that because if I keep thinking that, there's no chance in the hell that I'll manifest ideal great guy. So, no, that has nothing to do with me. Men are wonderful. For me, men are wonderful. They're kind and they're amazing and loyal and caring and etc. And you keep saying that. You need to start saying what you want rather than saying what you don't want.
And
Because you
actually,
don't want that horrible guy, but
well,
you're
then
thinking about it all the
wait,
time.
wait, wait. So one of the things to me as well to point out to people is also be very conscious about what you're doing on a daily basis. So what are you waking up first thing in the morning and reading? Like, are you reading the news and listening and learning all about like
Yeah.
this, that, and the other, all the woes that are happening? Or are you watching something on the television that's all kind of like murder and, you know, do you see what I mean? So being mindful about what
So
you're supplying in your world, does
if you
that
want
affect
to
you?
be, if you want to have anxiety, depression, panic attacks, and be miserable and unhappy, do some of these following things. Watch horrors, uh, watch and listen and read news, uh, listen to horrible negative things which make you feel horrible, and you're absolutely guaranteed to not be able to get out of the spiral of, oh my God, this is horrible. I'm so depressed. I can't stomach this. This is, where is the world going?
Yeah, well,
There's it's
even social media, right? Like, you
or
know,
social media.
we've all got those people in our social media that is putting all kinds of like negative stuff out there, and you know, it's easier to be able to manage that where you, I'm gonna not defriend you, but I'm gonna not follow what you're saying, so that you're, when you're opening some of your social media, you're being uplifted, right, rather than being like trodden down or like everybody's complaining
Yeah,
about this, that, and the
yeah.
other. And
So again, you need to notice how you're feeling. When you notice that when you open the evening news and you start feeling cramps in your stomach because this is horrible, I can't do that. Oh my God, when will this end? This is horrible.
right.
Well, you just noticed how you feel, right?
Yeah.
And you made the hook that I feel bad because I'm listening to horrible news. So what does the logic tell you? Don't listen to horrible news and you will not have cramps in your stomach. Okay, I'm not gonna listen to news. But what did you have to do first? You have to notice how you feel and you have to notice why you feel that. That's
Right.
called awareness.
I mean, I work with people a lot on this because I try to encourage people to be aware of what your body is telling you, right? So if you've got a headache, it's not because you're lacking taking some kind of ibuprofen, right? Your body's not saying I need ibuprofen.
No,
There's a
it's never
reason.
saying that.
There's a reason you got a headache. It could be that you've got a lot of stress going on or you're dehydrated. So it's being aware of what your body is saying, and also being aware of, and not just physically feeding, but emotionally feeding your body or the environment that you're putting yourself around. You know, we've all been to situations or have friends who are just negative, and you just don't, but you can limit like how much time you're around these people if you are now aware that these people cause me like anxiety or stress.
Exactly, exactly,
it's
exactly.
it's
So
difficult though when they're
basically,
family though, right? It's difficult if they're family people that create that
but it
feeling.
shouldn't be. It shouldn't be. That's
Okay.
another myth. It shouldn't be. You should always treat everyone, family or not, the same.
That's
There
new.
is there is no difference. Everything in the world, by the laws of nature, is neutral.
Right.
Nature doesn't care if the person who's making you feel bad is your mom, father, grandma, brother, or your neighbor or your friend. Nature doesn't care. They're neutral to nature. They're
Right.
neutral. Everything is in the world is neutral. So you need to treat everyone the same. That your family is nothing special. If it works, oh my God, it's the nicest thing in the world. But if it's dysfunctional, you treat it like you would treat that annoying person on TikTok or annoying person on Facebook or anywhere. You know, don't make these differences. You're again making barriers towards being happy. Don't do that. Everything's the same. Treat every single person the same. My barometer of how to treat people or who do I want to be surrounded by is, do you make me smile? Do I want to see you again? When I leave, do I feel uplifted? Or
Right.
do you make me miserable? Are you boring? Do you talk about ridiculous things, have ridiculous opinions, and I can stand being in your company and I leave and I'm relieved that I never have to see you again? This is this is how you judge people, family or not.
Hmm.
And of course, those who make you feel great stay, and those who don't, it's like, well, tough because I want my sanity, I want my energy, I want to feel good, I don't want illnesses. So sorry, you don't get a chance,
Right, right,
you
right.
know.
Yeah,
Of
yeah.
course, you can manifest them differently if you want to spend that time and energy. We talked about it in a previous video. If you watched the previous video, we talked about how you can change someone, how you can manifest them differently to what they are at the moment. You can do that, but I choose not to do that because I know that if I let someone go, there's someone far better right around the corner waiting for me every single time. Every single time.
I think, like you say, it's my thing to ask our people that are listening or watching us today is to actually pay attention, really, a little bit more paying attention of those thoughts that are coming into your mind. Say when you're brushing your teeth or when you're brushing your hair or you're getting up, be aware of, what's your mind, what's going through your mind, what are you thinking about. Are you, as
Yeah.
you're brushing your teeth, are you thinking, oh my gosh, look at my yellow teeth? Or as you're brushing your hair, look at my hair, it's always a mess. I
And
can't
that's what
do
it is.
anything.
The awareness is, and we're going into it deeply, you need to as if censor all your thoughts. Did I just think that I'm fat? So I gave my brain an instruction to be more fat.
Right.
Awesome. I don't want to do that. I'm thin. I'm super thin. I'm this thin. Despite what you see in your reality, it doesn't matter. But you're instructing your brain to make something happen. So instruct it the things you want. So that's one. Yeah, but look at the wrinkles. And the brain hears, oh, she wants more wrinkles, people. Let's do that.
Mm.
You
Like I said,
instructed your brain to execute more wrinkles. Why did you do that? No, 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 my face is wrinkleless.
I don't
Um,
have wrinkles. I just have laughter lines, team.
yeah,
Change it. Just laughter lines.
yeah.
I've worked
I don't
very
want
hard
those
for
either.
these.
I laugh, but I don't want those either. And
I
then,
love mine. I love them. I love them
yeah,
because it just shows to
absolutely.
everybody that I smile all the time. And I had them from probably the age of 20. So,
Oh, really? So
yeah,
you
yeah,
smile a lot. That's great.
I smile a
And
lot.
then my skin sucks. My skin is dry. The brain hears she wants her skin being dry. Let's do that, people. Oh
Yeah.
no, my skin is wonderful and it's plump and really nice texture and
Well,
it's moist.
that
Yeah.
brings me to a thought, right? Like lip seal, like, or whatever, you put your chapstick on, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And it's almost like, how many people out there have put chapstick on, and when they forget to take their chapstick, they're like, my lips are dry, right? And it's almost like you say, I've not really thought about it, but you get your chapstick and you're like, oh, my lips are dry, so I better put my chapstick on. And so then your lips get drier and drier, and then you seem to be putting more and more chapstick on. So yeah, I don't know why I
Yeah,
thought.
there's no you this is what you instruct your brain you get. You
Hmm.
say, "Oh my God, I gained 2 pounds." The brain hears she wants to gain 2 pounds and it's on it. It's
Right.
because it's your best PA. You say, "Oh my God, you know, I don't know, my nails never grow anymore. They're in a horrible state." The brain says to the 7 trillion cells in the body, people, do it, do something. She wants really horrible nails. On it now, doing it now. Yeah.
Right.
I can't sleep. Have you ever heard an insomniacs talking? I
No.
can't sleep. They're saying 100 times a day, I can't sleep. You're instructing your brain not to be able to sleep. That your brain believes that this is what you want. If you want to be able to sleep, you need to start saying, I sleep all the time. Despite what you see, despite what happens this night, I sleep all the time. Fantastically. I sleep as long as I fancy. I sleep as long as I want. And I have a wonderful, refreshing, recovering, deep sleep.
Well,
And the
it's funny
brain is
because
obligated to make that happen.
if you think
And
about it, like, we've all gone on holiday somewhere or whatever, and we know that we've got to wake up at 2 o'clock in order to get on the road to get to the airplane, right? So, isn't it amazing? You will wake up. You wake up.
absolutely. Because we program the brain. We program the brain,
Hmm.
you know. So
But yeah,
people,
like you
this is
say
how it
about the,
goes. You want to instruct your brain properly because it will get you the results you want. It will give you the money. It will give you the right person for you. It will give you the house. It will give you the car you want. It will give you the nice children you want, who you don't have to scream at every 5 minutes. It will give you the husband who does the dishes and doesn't annoy you. It will give you everything you want. You need to instruct the brain properly. In order to do that, you need to understand what you're saying throughout the whole day. Every single thought. I'm fat, well done. I'm wrinkled, well done. My husband never listens to me, well done.
I tell you what would be a good thing for us to do is just even you can use your phone and just catch yourself when you're thinking something without judgment, like not judging yourself, but just without judgment, even like writing it down or grabbing your phone, dictating a message to yourself, what your thoughts are. And it would be great for you then to look back at the end of the day and be like, oh my gosh, look at all these things that I'm saying about myself to myself or about other people. Again, doing it without judgment, but it would be actually an interesting task for you to then help yourselves become aware of what thoughts are running through your mind that normally you might not necessarily pay attention to.
So let's do an exercise. Write to us in the comments
Yeah.
everything you find out you didn't know you think during the day,
Yeah.
and let's change that. And you
Because
can do that. You can turn it around in no time.
I think the biggest thing to say to all our listeners, and as you're listening and watching us, we would love it if you'd like, share, and subscribe with all your friends. But I think awareness is the key to change. All right. So until
Awareness
you
is the key to
become
change. That's a great title of the video,
until
actually.
you become aware of what you are doing, what you are thinking, how you
What you're
are
thinking and how you're
behaving,
feeling,
you can't make any changes.
you will not know. If you're not aware of what you think and how you feel, those are indicators of problems. If you do not know what your problem is, you have nothing to fix.
Right.
And you will have the same results over and over and over again.
And I think as well, one of the issues that I see with people is they're so busy going and doing and being, right, that they're not actually taking those moments to be quiet, right? So as soon as they get in the car, they've got the music blaring, or as soon as they get home, they're putting the TV on, or as soon as they wake up, they're reading the news, going to the shower, putting their music on, right? So there's never that moment of peace where they're actually at one with their thoughts. So it's also important to remember, in order for you to become aware, you do need moments where you can actually have time
Be
with
alone.
yourself and acknowledge and understand and listen to yourself, right? You're not going to be aware of anything if you're always running, going and doing and not actually having those moments. So even if it's like when you go to, the shops or whatever, you just turn the music off and just drive and just think, just be aware of what's running through your mind. So we want to encourage
Absolutely.
you. Awareness is the key to change. So
Absolutely.
I think, do we have anything else to add, Jana, here
No,
today?
I think we're fine. I think that if people start doing what we just suggested, their lives have to change.
We would
Have to.
love, love, love Love, love, love to hear from you about some of those things that you've become aware of, and hopefully you'll share with us some of the things that have totally changed your life, because that's what we're here to do. So thank you again, everybody, from Jana and myself. We will look forward to seeing you next time. Take care.
Absolutely.
Stay safe.
Bye.
Love you always. Take care.
Oh, yeah, totally. Bye.
Bye.